Hi, work with me as I clean the data in Python. So we start with libraries importation. Yeah, so these are the two essential libraries we'll be using. And after you run that, we are now going to import our data using the Pandas library. Our data is a CSV file. So let me go out and yes, I want to use this data. I'll just copy the path to the data. So you copy path back to my environment. And close. Yeah, so I've loaded my data into the environment. Now I want to save it into a variable. So let me give the variable name as data. Yeah, so now the content of this content here has been saved to this data variable, which we can, for this case, we can call it a container. So let's reference our container and let's view the first 5 data entry here. Yeah, so this is our data. This is the first 5 entries of the data. Now we want to, okay, yeah, so this is our 5 data entries. Now we need to inspect content of the data. So we see that it has 180 rows and 21 columns here, right? So our data is 180 rows. Now let us also check how many, if our data has any null values, if there are places that is empty. So data dot. So this code line just tells, okay, check through if there's any row or column that has null value, calculate all the null values in each row. And here we see that we have first name, last name, phone number has, first name has 6 empties, last name has 10, phone number has 17. And scroll down, we'll see here what other challenges you face as 126 empties. What other challenges you have with traditional mailing book has 131 empties. So now let us write just a block of code to delete all this. And so reference our data. So subset is equals to, so once, let us copy here. We want to delete, yeah, so we're using the drop now, so it drops all the null values in here. So let's go last name also. So any row that has null values, we want to delete all the entries there. Phone number. So it's usually better to copy, because Python is case sensitive. So it's usually better to copy your rows if you need to reference, so that you don't encounter an error because of the sensitivity or wrong spelling. that doesn't match. And also want to delete this. So after that, comma. um, Yeah, so this any sheet says delete any any row that has um, any entry. So check through the rows and column. Any row that has an empty column in it, delete it. So this is what we will do. So let's run it. We have an error here. Indent. Oh no. Yeah. So it says, so let's see the length of our data now after deleting. Oh, sorry. So I need to save this to a new data frame. So let's clean data, sorry, a new variable or container, the case may be. So let's clean. Okay. So you see that here I saved it as cleaned data. Let me just edit it here. Cleaned data, cleaned data. Yeah. Yeah. So here we have, so we've dropped out of 138, we've dropped 181, we've dropped it to the extent that we have 38, only 38 left. So we've dropped all the rows that has empty value. So let us call on, let us check to see if all the empty rows were actually cleaned. Dot using the is null dot sum function. Okay, so it's my naming, and we see that we don't have any null data again. We have just the rows and columns that are filled with data. And you see, so out of 181 rows, we've deleted it down to 38 rows. So this is just a simple way to delete, to clean your data in Python, rather than using Excel and Power BI. So if you can see how it's easy to work with Python, just a line of code does all the work for you. If you're interested and you will like to take a course, a Python course to enhance your data analysis journey, feel free to reach out. It's just 50,000 naira for the full course. And what will stop you from seizing this opportunity to register? Until I see you in a Python coding class, have a nice day.